Good morning, everybody. Hello. How's everyone doing? Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Oh, boy. Welcome to the stream. Woo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today is November 4th, 2020. And today, much as we all expected, is a shit show. Today is a chaotic mess. Today is a huge... I don't even know what the hell to call it, dude. Seriously. But the good news is, today, I returned from my day off from streaming yesterday. Today, we're going to have fun together with video games. And today, this is going to be a place where we are not going to be bombarded by bullshit from things from the outside of the stream. As you know, I say, guys, listen. This stream is meant to be a place where you can escape all of the stresses, the drama, and the otherwise annoying nonsense of the outside world. That's the point of my streams, is that we can have fun with games together, have a good time, right? And just generally enjoy gaming as an interactive community. I play the games, we have fun with them, you guys help me out with them, we have fun discussions based around them. That's what it's all about. Alright? And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Alright? We're not going to have this stream bombarded with bullshit. Okay? We're not going to have bullshit happen on the stream. Alright? Instead, we're going to have nice, relaxing fun. Okay? It's that simple. There is no reason to be talking about politics on today's stream. We're not going to do that. Because the truth of the matter is that it's just so annoying anyway, right? We've been everywhere you look, everywhere you turn, there is some bullshit currently going on with politics, and for a lot of people it's just too much to stomach. All right? The truth of the matter is, those of us who were following the situation already knew that this was going to happen. I've been talking about it for the past week. I've been saying that this big dramatic storm was coming. We knew it was coming because this year was the pandemic. You know, so many people did remote voting via mail-in votes, and we knew that mail-in votes were going to take much longer to count than the standard in-person voting. It was just a matter of fact. Yet some people seem shocked at this. Right? Like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Wait, what do you mean? And the truth is, the worst election that we've seen so far was the year 2000, when we had such a fuck up. Anyone remember the hanging Chad scandal controversy in Florida? When the entire election was being determined by one state. And because of that, our election was held up in the United States here until December 12th. Yes. December 12th. Alright? It took that long. That effing long. So, we may be in for that again. Who knows? We may need the Supreme Court to step in like they did 20 years ago to make a ruling on who actually won this election. But here's what I know. None of it has anything to do with my streams. And ladies and gentlemen, we are now heading into the final week before non-stop new gaming releases, absolutely out of control gameplay fun is right around the corner. Alright? This week, it's going to be me finishing up things that I've been playing in order to prepare for the insane amount of game releases that are going to be coming out starting next week. Alright? So this will be like the last opportunity for chill stuff before there's so many new game releases that we're not going to have time for that anymore. There aren't going to be late night chill streams because we're going to have to be playing non-stop new releases juggled around, okay? So I hope you guys are ready for that. It's going to be a wild ride for sure. The next month to 2 months, like the end, it's going to be basically from now till the end of the year, right? It's going to be out of control. So I hope you guys are ready for that. Seriously. And sorry. And quite frankly, that's going to be way more interesting and way more fun than anything related to politics. It just is. All right? So let us have fun with games over the next week. Chill fun. And then starting on Tuesday of next week, the non-stop new game releases begin, and then it's going to be absolutely nuts. I hope you guys are ready. Okay? Speaking of which, since I know someone's going to ask, has there been an update in regards to my PlayStation 5 pre-order or my pre-order of the Pulse 3D headset on Amazon? Well, folks, what I can tell you right now is that Amazon has not updated it at all. It's still, I've just checked. It says order received and nothing else, okay? Absolutely nothing else. So, yeah. Yeah. No updates. And I know that a lot of people have already gotten their PlayStation 5 accessories if they ordered through places like Target, Best Buy, Walmart. I did not. I guess Amazon is just going to wait. Okay? So, it is what it is. I guess I just sit around and wait. Alright? And if there's any more information, I'll let you guys know. But right now, there is absolutely no information regarding the PlayStation 5 from Amazon. Okay? Zero. So, folks, let's now talk. Oh, by the way, and I should say this up front. No, we're not going to be talking about politics on my stream. It's just not going to happen. If you try to derail the stream, alright? If you try to derail the stream, you will be in trouble. Okay? You will be in trouble. Dcash says if you change your shipping method to 2-day free shipping, it'll change. Really? Let's see here. Change shipping speed. It is set to 2-day shipping. So that's not correct, Dcash. It is set to 2-day shipping. I just checked. Yeah, this is 2-day shipping. Not that I don't know if this is going to affect anything or not. Oh, look at that. Absolutely. He's right. So Dcash 2012, apparently people figured this out. Okay. So if you pre-ordered anything via Amazon, you go to view or change this order, and you have to select a shipping type because apparently no shipping type was selected by default. And if you hit save on 2-day shipping, it'll update your order status. Alright, and your order status will then say arriving November 12th for any accessories. I just did the same thing for the PlayStation 5, and it doesn't look like it updated the status. More than likely because they're well aware that the PlayStation 5 is so back ordered, and you know they don't know who's going to get what yet. That's my guess. But yeah, the headset updated to say November 12th now. That's interesting. Yeah. So I guess Amazon just had no intention of shipping the accessories anytime early anyway. Okay, fair enough. Well, thank you, Dcash, for the information. That was interesting to see that would open like that, or that would update like that, right? Cool. Okay, cool. So alright, so anyway, guys. Am I being for real? Yes, Spartan King, I'm being for real. If you go into your Amazon orders, and you go into any of the accessories you ordered, and you edit the shipping type to say 2-day shipping, or you could do standard, you probably don't want to do that, you probably want to say 2-day shipping, and you hit save, it'll say, okay, accessories are arriving on November 12th. It just did it for me. But it won't update the PS5. The PS5 still says order received. So. Alright, so anyway. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about what we're going to be doing. Here. Let's talk about what we're going to be doing here on the stream today. Let's talk about what we're going to be doing for the rest of the week. And let's talk about next week, because next week is the huge new release week, okay? Excuse me. Alright, so, first of all, today, we are going back to the Dark Pictures anthology, Little Hope. We're doing a second run, and this is going to be when I'm going to try to pick deliberately all the opposite choices that I did from the first run. So, for example, if I find the gun, which I should, I will keep the gun this time. If I find a knife, I will give it to the girl, what's her name, Taylor, instead of giving it to Daniel. I'm going to try to make it so that everyone accuses the little girl of being the villain or the witch, and see how that changes the plot. Alright, I'm going to deliberately try to do the opposite of what we did the first time around. Now, the one exception to this is the QuickTime events I'm going to try to successfully do again, because apparently if you fail the QuickTime events, okay, characters could die early, and that's not good, because if they do, then even your alternate choices don't matter. Basically, there's two things going on in the course of the game. The first thing you're trying to do in Little Hope is you're trying to establish personality profiles for each of the characters in the game. Based on the personality profile that you establish, it'll change their actions, leading to different scenarios. But also, it'll factor into the final scene of the game in the house, where it's like the last stand against the monsters. And depending on the personality that you've unlocked, it'll either make them live or die. So in my first run, the only character who survived was Angelo, the mother character. Everyone else died. So this time around, if I pick different personality profiles, it's a chance that they'll live at the end of the game. You see? But the other thing is, if you fail the QuickTime events that happen during the course of the game, especially when you're being chased by the monsters, you will just die anyway, and then you're out of the game. And we actually saw that with Daniel, when I was dressed as Colonel Sanders on Halloween, right? And Daniel was in this life or death situation, and my beard fell off, and I looked down at the beard, grabbed it, looked back up, and a QuickTime appeared so quickly, and I answered it wrong because I was distracted by the beard, and then Daniel died. So all my choices for Daniel completely didn't matter at all, because he ended up dying during a random QuickTime event. You see? So that's what you need to do. You need to balance it so that not only are you doing all the QuickTime events correctly so no one randomly dies, but then you also have to make informed choices on their personalities to see how the ending changes, okay? So what I'm hoping is, by doing things differently, such as, like I said, keeping the gun, giving the knife to somebody different, changing the personality, maybe making it, trying to make it that the girl was at fault the entire game, maybe that will change things in a huge and significant way, that the plot will change a bit, and we'll see what happens, alright? But this will be my second run. I do this for all of the Supermassive games. I'm only going to do one second run. There will not be a third and fourth run and stuff like that, even though I'm sure it's very possible for you to try to do that and get all the scenarios. I'm only going to do a second run, okay? So, this is the major focus for today's stream, alright? It should be fun, you know, to do this. Now, obviously, we already know the plot now, okay? We already know the plot. So, that being said, you know, since we already know the plot, chances are there's not going to be super duper riveting, you know, watching this the second time. It'll be interesting, certainly, to see the outcomes of the alternate choices, but watching the entire plot over the same time will not be as good as the first time around. We all know that for the Supermassive games and all narrative-based games. When you replay them, you already kind of know what's going to happen in certain parts, so it's not as interesting. Okay? So that being said, let us hang out and have a good time today. Let's have some fun discussion and interactions about stuff. Just not politics. Alright? Anything else is fine. I just don't want to hear about the fucking election again. I already heard about it the entire last day, and, you know, I'm burnt out like all of you. And we're not here to talk politics. We're here to have some fun with games. Alright? So, let's do that. Let's have a good time on this first stream. Now, chances are I'm not beating it on this stream. If you remember, holy shit, this game was pretty long. Compared to Supermassive games like Man of Medan was only about 4 hours long. This game's about 6. But, here's the thing. It's that long when you're picking up all of the logs. See? Oh, I'm looking for the premonition, I'm looking for the log, this and that. We're not going to be doing that this time because I've already read them all. You see? So because I've already read all the logs, all we're going to be doing is basically going right through the gameplay and the story elements and not just reading through all the things again. That's going to cut a significant amount of time out of the gameplay. It is. Okay? So, yeah, it should be a fun session, and hopefully not reading the backstory, documents and logs that you find around will save us a lot of time, and it should be a fun stream. Okay? Now, later tonight, I'm going to return to Genshin Impact for a late-night stream of a couple of hours of gameplay. And, by the way, no waifus will be allowed on that stream again. We're having a strict no waifus policy for Genshin Impact. It's just not going to happen. All right? I think tonight, I should actually be able to do a multi-summon. I've been saving up to be able to do a 10-pull summon, because when you do the 10-pull summons, you get a mandatory 4-star pull. And so I think I should be able to do that tonight. And we'll be continuing on with the plot and everything. So it should be a good time tonight. I hope you'll join me for more Genshin Impact later tonight, around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Okay? Tomorrow, we return back to Watch Dogs. Alright? And Watch Dogs Legion is a mixed bag for me. The gameplay elements are good, and when the things are going well, like, oh wow, I got a new recruit who now can master all the drones. And I'm able to use the spider bot and the new flying shock bot to do all these cool things in the missions. The game actually is fun to play. But the plot leaves something massively to be desired. It's very dry. It's not very interesting, especially because everyone you play in the game is a disposable archetype, and basically no one has kind of their own backstories, and nothing really develops with the characters you're using, which really sucks. Major step back from Watch Dogs 2. So it's a mixed bag. Now, here's the thing. My goal is to beat Watch Dogs Legion by Tuesday. Now, Monday is my day off this week. I'll talk about that in a moment. So that means I have between now and Sunday to beat Watch Dogs Legion. Alright? So you guys have to understand something. Alright? I am going to do my damnedest to beat it. And if that means, after today, I have to play Watch Dogs Legion as the main gameplay stream every single day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then that's what I'm going to do. Alright? Now, I understand that some of you may be disappointed. Oh my god, I don't like the game. Phil's playing it so much. Listen. You have to trust me on this one, and here's why. Alright? Here's why. You would much rather have me do it this way than have this game be lingering and unfinished during the course of me playing all the new releases that are about to release, and then having to try to wedge streams of it in between, and trying, you know what I mean? When I'm in the middle of playing all these hot new releases that are coming out in the next 2 weeks, the last thing you're going to want me to do is go back and play Watch Dogs Legion again. Alright? So, you got to trust me on this. And you got to allow me to try to beat this game over the course of the weekend. Okay? Some people have been enjoying the streams, and I appreciate those of you who've been coming by and hanging out during the Watch Dogs Legion streams and seeing the development of the game. In my opinion, the game has actually gotten better since I've recruited more people who are more fun to play with. At the same time, I will admit that the plot is pretty bad, and in that regard, it's kind of a mixed bag for sure, okay? But this is something I need to do to beat this before we head into the new releases next week, okay? So tomorrow, it's Watch Dogs Legion, and then tomorrow night, the late night stream is going to be Street Fighter. My weekly throwback Street Fighter session. Why? Well, quite frankly, just for variety purposes. I didn't want to wait till Friday. I haven't done Street Fighter since Thursday of last week, and I felt like doing it earlier, so we're doing it tomorrow night. Okay? Then on Friday, it'll be more Watch Dogs Legion. Excuse me. And Friday night will be the final session ever of Pokemon Sword. That's right. Why? Because we've basically done all of the major content of the Crown Tundra DLC. And really at this point, what's happened is the game has opened up to kind of optional side content. Like they're saying the Ultra Beasts are in the game. I think what that is they're actually bringing in some of the legendary Ultra Beast Pokemon from Pokemon Sun and Moon. And apparently there's like more Pokemon to catch to fill the Pokedex, but the way people are approaching it, they're like, there's so many Pokemon now in this game. They added a ridiculous amount of new Pokemon to the game that aren't even in the Pokedex at this point, that you could play this for like hours on end trying to catch every one. And the truth is, guys, again, with all the new games about to hit, I just don't have that kind of time. I really enjoyed Pokemon Sword over the last year, playing the main story of it and completing the Pokedex of that, playing the Isle of Armor DLC, completing the Pokedex of that, and now playing through the story of the Crown Tundra. But I don't have 20, 30 more hours to play Pokemon Sword to catch every single Pokemon that's left in the game. So we're going to do one more final late night chill stream of Pokemon Sword. We're going to catch as many Pokemon as we can, and that's going to be the final send-off for Pokemon, okay? Until another one releases. The rumor is next year they're going to be redoing, which ones were it? Diamond and Ruby or something like that. And so those are going to possibly release next year, and yeah, I'll probably be checking those out. Well, one of those. I don't play both in the collections like that. I only play one, right? But, so that's going to be Friday night, the final Pokemon Sword chill stream, and I hope that you guys will join me for that. Okay? Good stuff? Okay. Alright. Then, Saturday, more Watch Dogs Legion. And chances are on Saturday night, what we'll probably do is a late night stream of Little Hope to finish up my alternate choices run. Because like I said, it's very doubtful that I'm going to beat it today, being that this game is quite lengthy. Even skipping the logs and stuff, I doubt we're going to get super duper far. I think we'll get more than halfway through, but I don't think we're going to get to the end. Okay? So I'll probably finish up my alternate choices run of Little Hope on Saturday night. Okay? Then Sunday, yes, ladies and gentlemen, more Watch Dogs, and hopefully, if all goes according to plan, okay, it'll be the conclusion of Watch Dogs Legion on Sunday. All right? I seriously hope that we can wrap up Watch Dogs Legion on Sunday. All right? And then Sunday night is up in the air. I can do whatever I want. Chances are I will probably do more Genshin Impact. Okay? And that will be the streaming week. I'm only here for 5 days this week. Today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Why? Because on Monday, it's my day off early. Usually it's Tuesday, but I'm taking Monday off because this coming Tuesday, November 10th, is a huge new release day. On that day, we've got the releases of both Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Yakuza 7 Like a Dragon. I'm excited for both games, and I am looking forward to both games very much. Plus, my wife is as well. And because we're both looking forward to these new games, we've decided that we want to be here on that day to play those new games on release day. She's going to be playing them too. And so I'm having Monday be my day off so that I could be here on Tuesday to play both games on release day. Okay? So that's going to be for Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Both days will be focused on Assassin's Creed and Yakuza. What will the order be? I'm not sure. Likely I'll play Assassin's Creed first and Yakuza second on Tuesday, and then maybe I'll flip it on Wednesday. Okay? So we'll see, but that's what I'm thinking. Okay? Then we have to see what the hell happens on Thursday, November 12th. Because quite frankly, I don't know what's going to happen, as I just said, with Amazon's orders of the PlayStation 5. I have no clue if they're going to process my order and I'm going to get my PS5 on launch day or not. I am in the dark. Okay? I have no idea. But I hope I do. Because if I get my PlayStation 5 on launch day, that would be amazing. Likely what I'll do is thus. I will play either Yakuza 7 or Assassin's Creed as the gameplay stream that day until the PS5 shows up. And when it shows up, there will be a live unboxing. I will unbox the unit on stream, show you what comes in the box, show you what the console looks like. I'll throw it up in the air a few times like a pizza, spinning it in midair, hopefully catching it and not shattering it into a million pieces as I throw it up over my head. Of course. And then I will throw rocks against it and see how resistant it is to damage, right? That's what everyone should do with their PS5s. Okay? And then, we'll hook it up. We'll check out the dashboard. We'll see how that operates. We'll, log in with everything. See, first of all, one of the main things that I'm going to be interested in is how easy is this thing to hook up and get to start capturing? Because remember, I can only capture in 1080p. So is this thing going to be a pain in the ass and be like, oh, I want to broadcast in 4K, and now it's super hard to get it to do 1080p or something. I don't know. Because if I can't get it to do 1080p, you guys can't see anything. You won't be able to see a damn thing out of the console. So hopefully we can get this figured out quickly. Okay? But anyway, yeah, I'll be doing that. And then, of course, downloading all the games, including Demon Souls, Bug Snacks, Sackboy, Astro's game is supposed to be pre-installed on the console, actually. Spider-Man Miles Morales, Godfall, etc. Now, here's the thing. I'm well aware that there's no way I could play all the games right away. And you guys have expressed interest in seeing 3 games right away. Bug Snacks, Demon Souls, and Spider-Man Miles Morales. So those are going to be the 3 games that I'm going to focus on right away when I get my console. I'm going to leave games like Sackboy and Godfall, etc. on the back burner a bit. And then once we kind of get through some of those launch titles, then we'll be going over and checking out those other games. But I want to focus in on the games you guys want to see, and quite frankly, the games that I want to play more right away. And I'll tell you right now, Bug Snacks is going to be the first game I play on PlayStation 5, guaranteed. There's no exceptions to this rule. We're going to be talking about Bug Snacks. All right? It's that simple. Okay? It's that simple, guys. And yes, that was some of my 17 children that you heard in the background screaming, of course. Of course, those aren't my neighbors outside, playing with their kid in the street. That's my 17 children that I keep under wraps here, that I never told you guys about, that were screaming in the background. That's what that was. Okay? So anyway, yes. So the 12th should be an entertaining day, to say the least. At the least, we're still going to be playing new releases, Assassin's Creed and Yakuza 7. But if the PS5 shows up, it'll be live unboxing, hooking it up, getting it working, downloading games, and then for the next foreseeable future, the next 1-2 weeks, it's going to be me playing those games on PS5, and possibly even transferring over my playthroughs of Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Yakuza 7 to the PS5. All right? Wow, excuse me. So there you go. That's the deal, my friends. That's what it's going to be. Now, later on this month, there's some other games that I'm on the fence about. For example, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. I played the demo of it over the weekend, and I thought it was pretty good. I actually really enjoyed it, but I can definitely see how that game's going to turn out being very repetitive, especially for viewers. For playing, maybe more entertaining than watching. So I said, hey, listen. Number one, I think this playthrough would be more entertaining these days because unlike the last time I played Hyrule Warriors, now I do interactive streaming. We talk and we hang out and we have a good time. It's not like I'm ignoring you guys like I used to on my streams, as stupid as that sounds. I did used to do that. Okay? Then also, there's the fact that I can balance it in. Instead of being a main focused stream, it could end up being maybe like a late night stream. But we'll see. I'm going to have so many games I'm going to be playing at the launch of PS5 that it's going to be pretty ridiculously insane. So we'll see what happens moving forward. But yes, this is going to be this week, like I said, these next 5 streaming days are basically the calm before the storm. We're playing Watch Dogs as the major focus starting tomorrow to try to finish it up over the course of the weekend. I'm hoping after 4 major streams, which would be, another 14 plus hours of gameplay, that hopefully we'll get through the story by then. Okay? And, here's hoping that we could get all set and ready for the new releases on Tuesday and then for the console release next week. Okay? Good stuff. I hope you guys are excited for all of this. I am excited, for sure. I'm excited. All right? All right. Fair enough. Now, a few things, guys. We're in the month of November, if you weren't aware. That means we have a new subscriber goal set up. 825 subs, and if we hit that goal of concurrent subscribers at any point during the course of this month, I will be doing a holiday marathon event featuring me dressing up in festive holiday attire, likely more than one silly holiday sweater. Plus, I'll be drinking during that holiday event, some beer, some eggnog, maybe even something else, who knows. I'll be playing a variety of games, some of which I'm going to select, likely multiplayer games, but also I'll be doing games that you guys nominate, all right? So it'll be a good variety of fun stuff. So please consider subscribing. If you have not subscribed yet, and by the way, we lost a bunch of subs during my day off, which is not shocking. We went from like 760 something down to 749. Please consider subbing. If you're not subscribed, you get so many benefits, including over 40 emotes right here on my channel. Some of the most amount of emotes you'll get on any Twitch channel. You get a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been an ongoing supporter of my channel. And in addition to that, you'll also get the ability to skip the ads. When I run ads on ad breaks or when you boot up the stream, usually we'll play an ad. If you're a paid sub, it'll skip those. You don't have to watch them. So many benefits to being a subscriber here on the channel, guys. I hope you will consider subbing to the channel if you are not subbed, or 'tis the season, as they say. We're right around the corner from Thanksgiving and then Christmas. You might want to consider gifting a sub to a fellow stream viewer just to be nice. That also counts. Okay? So, please consider... Please consider subbing to the channel. All right? Good stuff. Good stuff, my friends. All right. What else? Well, let's see here. Oh, the Bug Snacks emote. Yeah, we just launched a brand new Bug Snacks emote for those who are subs in the chat. So, just to celebrate all the new upcoming games this month, we have a Bug Snacks emote where it's me eating a bug snack, which is pretty cool. And there is a chance, excuse me, there is a chance that we may have more custom emotes this month. I had someone contact me who said they may make some more for me, depending on the games that, you know, that are coming out and everything. So, we'll see. But I love the Bug Snacks emote. Another reason to sub, basically, for this month. Who wouldn't want to have a nice emote of me eating a bug snack, right? One of the most delicious things you can have on Twitch. Okay, then. Talking about these damn bug snacks, man. Who wouldn't want to be talking about these bug snacks? Seriously. Habib Gaming says, when will there be a KFC emote? Hey, that's possibly one that someone could make. Based off of the Halloween marathon, right? So... we'll see what people come up with. There certainly was a good amount of footage of me wearing the Colonel Sanders outfit, that's for sure. So there you go. I guess the only other thing to talk about before we move on is I disinfected the office again today. Yeah, I disinfected the office, and so hopefully everything, you know, is going good in that regard, and a nice, fresh, healthy week of gaming lies ahead, right? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being patient. Let's now get to shout-outs for those who have contributed. Of course, it's my day back, so that means we have a few contributions that came in during my day off, and those are the ones I'm going to start with. So we actually start off with Fantasy Star PG, who did a 100-bit cheer, and said that I've heard that game development cycles may now increase from 3 to 5 years. That shows why Sony and Microsoft buying more studios needs to happen. In Sony's case, they're doing organic growth, and I feel that is the smarter move. Case in point, Insomniac Games is in high demand at Sony right now. While Spider-Man and Ratchet are good, people also want Sunset Overdrive 2 or a new Resistance game. That could happen faster if one studio had more teams in the rotation. Well, it sounds good. You know, first of all, you shouldn't release a game until you feel that it's polished and finished, not a game that we're rushing out to make a profit. If that's the point, if that's the mentality you're using in game development, you're doing it wrong, and that's why we have so many games that come out today that suck ass at launch. We shouldn't have to have horror stories like Rainbow Six Siege or, you know, these games that come out completely and utterly broken, and then they take a while, and then they have to, it's the Cinderella story of the game that was terrible, now it's super popular. Yeah, but it should have just been super popular at launch. It should have fucking worked. You know, like, it's their own fault for releasing a broken mess and then having to fix it afterward. So, yeah, it sucks that it feels like a lot of times these days we feel like we're more like the beta testers than the consumer. Excuse me. So that being said, hearing that these games are going to come out and be better at launch is a good thing, in my opinion. Even if we have to wait, I'd rather wait for an epic game that's super good than have a new game every 2 to 3 years that's not very good. And a case in point here would be like, God of War I absolutely loved in 2018. It was my game of the year. I thought it was one of the most improved franchises I'd ever played. But I'm happy they're taking their time with the sequel. I don't want them rushing out God of War Ragnarok, and then it's a piece of shit that doesn't live up to the expectation that the first game did. Just take their time. If the game comes out in 2024, I don't care as long as it's good, you know? So that's a good thing, okay? Now, in regards to Insomniac Games, yeah, they're super duper in demand. You're right. They've made a bunch of great games. They're making more, and I'm curious to see what they do. I don't know so much about Sunset Overdrive 2, though. Sunset Overdrive 1 was not a great game. The reason it sold was because it was an Xbox One exclusive, and at the time, there just weren't many Xbox One exclusives. So there was incentive to buy it because people wanted exclusives for the console, and there were none for it that were good. So I felt Sunset Overdrive was kind of a lackluster game. Like, it wasn't as good as what a lot of people kind of hyped it up to be, simply because, you know, they were, oh, look, it's an exclusive and it's not bad, so let's act like it's the best game ever, when in reality it was just kind of an average game, in my opinion. So I wouldn't mind a sequel. At the same time, I would hope that they would do something different or better, because I didn't really enjoy the first game as much as many other people. Golden Cold Cheers says, do you ever cook with wine? Some people freeze cubes of it in their freezer just to save for cooking. We have cooked with wine here before, and usually it depends on the recipe. Some recipes just actually call for like a cooking sherry or something like that, while some recipes are like just add white wine or something. But no, usually we have not. It's not something that we do frequently, but there have been a couple recipes where we've tried it. Fantasy Star PG Cherry says, Game Pass Ultimate 3-month codes will now have a Black Friday weekend sale from $49.99 to $29.99, so this is a $20 savings. Will you try to buy 4 of codes to be Series X ready? What? Well, I tried to buy 4 of codes to be Series X ready. What the hell does that mean? Let me put it this way. I'm not buying anything for the Xbox Series X until I actually have the Xbox Series X. Right? Like, what would the point be of me getting this for Xbox? I don't have the console. And you can't pre-order the console anywhere anymore. It's completely sold out. We don't even know when stores are going to stock more. We would hope sooner rather than later. But being that people are going to want these consoles so much for the Christmas rush, chances are, even if consoles become available between now and Christmas, they will be sold out immediately anyway. So chances are we won't even be able to buy, like, just walk in and buy a console at a store, maybe for a few months, right? It may actually be February or March before we actually get our hands on a next-gen console that you couldn't pre-order. So why would I now be buying it for, you know, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, no, I'm not really too concerned about that. I'm not expecting any good Black Friday sales this year. I'm serious. Because of the pandemic, it screwed up everything. A lot of retail stores are already claiming Black Friday prices, but it's hilarious because no one cares. No one's paying any attention to it. So, it's just going to be a fucking messed up situation. Serious. Anyway, Golden Colts cheered again. He says, have a good day off, and don't forget to vote. All in, vote, all in, vote. Well, I appreciate the sentiment, Golden Colts, but again, on my streams, we're not political. We're not going to be talking about that at all. Continuing on, Fruitso7 cheered. He says, you can stream at 1080p 60 frames per second at 6,000 kilobits, it says on Twitch. I don't care what Twitch says. I've tried it. It looks terrible. I don't care what they say. Maybe if you have some weird setup, you're using some weird, you know, software processing or some shit. I tried it with my setup, and it looks absolutely garbage. It, you know, could you do it? Of course. Technically, you could stream any resolution at any bitrate. It doesn't mean that it's going to look good. It could be choppy. It could be low frame rate. It could be pixelized. It'll look like shit. That's what happened with me is the frame rate got choppy and pixelized. And I was like, who the fuck would want to watch a choppy, pixelized stream of mine? Right? So that's why I can't really do 1080p 60 frames here on Twitch. I did it at 9,000 kilobits per second on YouTube for 2 years, and it looked amazing. People absolutely loved it. Okay. Fire7672 just subscribed for 18 months. Well, didn't just subscribe. It was yesterday, but subscribed for 18 months during the day off. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Django Pops cheers. Says, hope you had a safe and relaxing day off, my lord. Thank you, Django Pops. Appreciate that. Golden Colts cheered 3 hours ago. Said, the fix is in if you know what I'm talking about. Hint, hint. All right, thank you, Golden Colts. I don't know what you're talking about. Cooper Koopa, 1 hour ago, subscribed to the channel for 3 months and said, yee! Thank you, Cooper Koopa. Let's see here. Lies vs. Soul did a 150-bit cheer talking about some Spanish-speaking chicken on a Twitter defending me. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have absolutely, positively no idea what the fuck you're talking about. a Spanish-speaking chicken. What the fuck does that even mean? I don't know. You know what? I don't think I want to know. How about that? What the fuck? Right? I just don't know what's happening anymore. And I don't want to be a part of it. So, thank you for the cheer, though. And then he cheered against it. Kanye 2024. There you go. Kanye West 2024. Bleach number 9 tipped me $1 and asked a bunch of political shit. As I said, I'm not going to talk about politics on this stream. Therefore, you have no right to ask me about political shit, and I have no obligation to answer. Stop it right now before things get out of hand, and you find yourself back into the banned realm of the shadows. All right? There you go. Mark Fear did a 100-bit cheer. It says, hey, P. Yo, what up, M? Thank you, Mark Fear. There you go. Original Baby Gangster did a 100-bit cheer and says you shouldn't be talking about politics if you didn't vote. Well, actually, that's not the case at all. Just so you know, it doesn't matter if someone votes or not. This thing in America that we call freedom of speech, I say America, I mean the United States, and allows you to say whatever you want. It doesn't matter if you voted, if you didn't vote, if you voted for one side, you voted for the other side, if you wrote in a candidate like Bambi. You know, it doesn't matter what you did, you still have the right to talk about whatever you want because that's part of freedom of speech. And if you don't actually support that, you should leave the country immediately. All right? Maybe you should go to like South Africa or something and see how you like it there. Because let me tell you, it ain't all rainbows and fucking unicorns all around the world. You don't know how good you have it here. And if you got a problem with that, you can lick my shit. How about that, asshole? All right, anyway. Cashmere Goat took me $5. And he says, been away for a bit. It seems I got the hammer for a pre-stream copy pasta. Rightfully so. I want to apologize to you in the chat and ask for an unban. I don't have a working email account. No more pastas for me, and I appreciate it. You don't have a working email account is probably the lamest thing I've ever heard. Of course you do. There's no way you can actually operate in modern society without an email account. So you are completely and utterly full of shit with this statement. There's no way you don't have an email account. Okay? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. All right? And it's not even like you couldn't make an email account in 10 seconds to try to appeal for an unban. That's also complete and utter bullshit. All right? So what this says to me is you're lazy and you don't want to go through the normal avenues to get unbanned. Okay? It's pretty pathetic, honestly. You really should. You're not better than anyone else. And there's no reason why you should magically get unbanned live on stream because you decided to go around the rules. So it's this simple. If you would like an unbanned Cashmere Goat, you must email me at darksidephil@hotmail.com like every other person. You're not any better than anyone else. And therefore, I will then review the situation, look at it, and see why you got banned, and determine if you should be unbanned or not. But outside of that, unless you want to talk to a mod personally behind the scenes and see if you can get it resolved that way, but if not, I guess you're just going to be waiting outside the stream like Hygienic Streamer Tips was for about a month. I don't know what else to tell you. You're not better than the system, all right? By the way, thanks for the $5 tip. I appreciate that. Frenolith resubscribed for 17 months in a row. Says, welcome back, Big Papa Phil. Hope your day off is good. Be sure to give Jasper a good squirt for me if he gets out of line. I never want to spray Jasper. I only do it when he's doing things that are harmful to him, like trying to bite a wire and he's going to get electrocuted. So hopefully he won't make me do that. But my wife, Kat, as I told you guys earlier this week, is currently having a stay-at-home vacation from her job. She had a lot of accumulated paid time off, and she decided to use it before the holidays because she knew there was no way her job was going to let her take that time off during the holidays. Plus, right now she's playing Watch Dogs Legion just like me, and then next week she's going to be playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Yakuza 7 just like me. So she figured this was like the best time to take time off because it lets her focus on new games. So, pretty cool. But anyway, because of that, I will not be having my office door open because she'll be home. And if I stream with the office door open, my voice resonates, echoing throughout the entire house like a big booming megaphone. And basically it makes it so that the whole house just hears me screaming like an idiot, and it's very annoying. Alright? Y'all know how annoying I am because you're on my streams. Can you imagine if you were in the same house as me and all you heard was my booming voice screaming all day like an idiot? So I'm not going to subject her to that. The door will be closed for the next, week and a half or so until she returns to work. And therefore, you will not see Jasper on streams for the next week and a half or so. Okay? But once she does return to work, then Jasper will return to the late night streams. Okay? So I'm just kind of explaining that up front so you guys understand that that's the case, because some people if they don't see him for a while, they ask, where's Jasper? What's going on? Why isn't Jasper on the streams? That's the deal, folks. Okay? Silly and fun, positive man did a 100-bit cheer asking me, have I raised enough to get the PS5? Let me put it this way. Right now, if absolutely nothing goes wrong, alright, nothing unexpected, nothing unforeseen, and nothing crazy, chances are, yes, I'm good. I'm good to go on the PS5. I think so. Okay? I'm hoping. Again, it tends that whenever I say something's going good, things flip and fuck up for me. So I don't want to say, yes, things are going great, and then jinx it. Because this has happened multiple times this past year where I'm like, oh, things are just going so good. And then false DMCA claims take down my channel. Insane amount of fucking stupid chargebacks. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that to happen again, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to be like, okay, I'm not going to say a word. I'm just going to let things ride out as they're going. But right now, I think, yes, I should be all right. My concern is the insane amount of games. That's the actual concern that I have. Because hardware is one thing, but every game now is going to be like $70. And just this month, and within the next week, I got to buy 2 games. Then I got to buy the console and the headset. Then I got to buy at least 2 to 3 launch titles, right, for the PS5 right away. And then over the course of this month, there's going to be more games people are going to want to see that I'm going to have to buy. So I told you guys, this month alone, looking at the cost of everything, is probably in the realm of $1,500 to $2,000. All right. Now, I'm not made of money. I don't have a lot of money saved up. What it is, as you guys know, every day I raise money, like tips and stuff. And so that's going to help me to defray the cost of everything. Some people are like, oh, well, you're going to be good when you get paid by Twitch this month. Well, I mean, fair enough. Yeah, when I get paid by Twitch this month, which is going to be the 15th or later. Guess when all this stuff has to be paid for? Before then. The new games come out on the 10th. The PS5 is on the 12th. Plus the new games for the PS5. So it doesn't matter if I get paid by Twitch on the 15th or later. I won't have anything from that in time. You see? So basically what I have to do is in the next week to week and a half, put out good streams for you guys, raise as much as I can, and all the funds, I'm emphasizing this, all the funds, okay, all the funds that I'm raising now via tips are 100% going towards the cost of all these games coming out and the PS5. All right, so FYI, if you tip me, you are helping me directly. All right, and I appreciate that. By the way, I should also say this. You can contribute via my Amazon wish list if you would like to go ahead and Kazkari, you can enjoy a nice time out now because I've already explained a million times what happened last month with the chargebacks. And since you're being a piece of shit, you can now sit outside the stream for 10 minutes because you're being a little bitch. All right? So enjoy your fucking time out, you stupid shit. Okay, anyway. Now what was I saying? Because now I'm confused. I don't know. Let's just get back on topic here. All right? Chances are, yes, I will have enough for the PlayStation 5 and the headset. From what I'm seeing, yes, I should be good. My concern is the cost of all the games coming out. And if anything else comes up, which sadly things tend to pop up out of fucking nowhere and kind of bite me in the ass. And I'm hoping nothing, but who knows what's going to happen this month. I guess we'll see. So, anything that you guys contribute to the streams, tips-wise, is going to go towards the cost of the PS5 and games. And if you would like to contribute by checking out my Amazon wishlist and buy me some PlayStation Network credits, that would help tremendously right now. So please consider that. You can actually do that by typing !wishlist into the stream chat itself, and it'll bring up the link. If you happen to buy me PlayStation credits off that list, please know you have to email them directly to me at darksidephil@hotmail.com. For some odd reason, Amazon will not just send it to me. I know that sounds stupid because it is. But yeah, you have to send me the credits directly. Or else I won't get them. Okay? What the hell? What the hell's going on? What the hell's this? What the fuck? Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was wondering if you guys were wondering what was going on with the noise. All right, let's continue. Westside Rascal resubscribed to the channel for 13 months. Thank you, Westside Rascal, for a 13-month resub. I appreciate that. Then Westside Rascal cheers at any chance we could increase the pre-stream length. We enjoy it. Yes. That is actually my next announcement, is that starting today, I'm going to increase the length of the pre-streams by 50%. What other streamer would react directly to your request of something and say, yes, I'm going to increase what you like by 50%? So, today's pre-stream will run till about 1 p.m., just so everyone knows. 1 p.m. Okay, obviously I'm joking. All right, anyway, thank you, Westside Rascal. Knight in the DSP Army. I don't know where these people are coming from with these weirdo fucking accounts. Says, did you hear Pokimane has a $5 donation cap? She said she wants her viewers to spend their money on her so she can enjoy life, whatever that means. What? That doesn't seem right. I thought you were going to say she has a $5 donation cap saying that she doesn't want her fans to overspend on her because that would be irresponsible. That's what I thought you were going to say. But you just said she does want them to spend their money on her so she can have a good life? What? What? I'm so confused. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Okay. People in the stream chat are now saying she made it so that you have to pay $5 to even contribute. Imagine to be so full of yourself that you think that the only way someone will contribute is $5 or more. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being so fucking conceited with yourself that you actually feel that people have to pay you $5 or more to even contribute? Oh my god, that's great. And what's hilarious is, isn't she one of, I mean, I don't know, I'm speculating here, isn't she one of the biggest streamers, and therefore doesn't she have a contract already, a dedicated streaming contract where she gets paid a set amount of money just to stream? She's not like me where I rely on crowdfunding from you guys. She's already getting paid a flat rate, right? So she's making money just for turning on her stream every day, and then she expects more? Or am I, again, I could be wrong. I don't know anything about this person. All I know is the stuff that you guys tell me on the stream. You guys could be lying to me right now about the whole thing. I have no idea. Okay? But all I'll say is this. Again, I'm not saying anything negative because I don't know anything about her at all. So I don't want to talk out of my ass because this is what people do. They set me up to try to say stuff that then gets me in trouble. So I have known nothing about this streamer at all. I know nothing about the actual situation, so I'm not going to comment on it. If anyone out there did require a $5 minimum to tip them, I think that would be absolutely ludicrous and insanely conceited. I'm just saying, like, you think you're fucking God's gift to the planet, that for someone to contribute, they have to send you at least $5? That sounds pretty fucked up to me. I don't care who it is that would be doing it. I think that would be absolutely wrong. Okay? But all I want to say is this. I've said it before. I'll say it again. All right? Think about who you're contributing to when you contribute to a content creator. If you like a content creator's content and you want to support that content and allow it to continue to happen, by all means contribute to that content creator. But you also have to think about who you're contributing to. If this content creator is someone who has an insane amount of views, who is a promoted streamer on a site, and it has a flat rate contract with that site to already make a ridiculous amount of money just for streaming, why are you sending them more money? Right? You're basically just fucking farting into the wind. You're pissing into a lake. It doesn't matter. You're not affecting that person in any meaningful way. They're already rolling in it, right? So why are you wasting your money and your time when you could actively be going to someone who relies on crowdfunding to make a living, and you could go contribute to those people? And I'm not even saying it has to be me. I'm saying there's a ridiculous amount of great content creators out there that actually need your support. So why are you going to whisper into the fucking wind? Right? It ain't going to affect anything. That person's already fucking rich. So why on earth would you even waste your time and money when you could go actively support and maybe even change the life of someone who really needs the help? That's how you... And I've been saying this for years and years and years. Okay? Years and years. And people just seriously don't want to listen to me. But, it really does matter. Who you support... You might say, all I have is $1. That's not going to help. You could go to someone who relies on crowdfunding contributions and give that $1, and that $1 could change things. It could add up and help them. Versus, I give $1 to a fucking streamer that already has $1 million contract What do they do with that dollar, right? Probably paid the taxes on their yacht. So there you go. Okay. Matthew tipped me $2 and says, the other night you unbanned someone on stream for $80. That is not correct at all. That is not what happened whatsoever. What happened is someone had been banned for over a month on the stream, and then they did a very generous contribution on the stream that was unrelated to them being banned. But then they said, hey, you know, would it be possible for me to come back? And I reviewed the situation. I realized this person had been sitting outside the stream for a month and hopefully had learned their lesson. And I said, okay, in this case, I'm going to give you a chance. And by the way, I did ask people in the chat what they thought, and they agreed that I should maybe give them another chance. So I did. It had nothing to do with the contribution. That guy could have contributed 0, and I still would have reviewed the case, and I still would have likely unbanned them. That contribution had no impact whatsoever. The reason people want to say that is because they're fucking scumbags who want to spin everything into something negative and create drama where it doesn't exist. So they're of the impression that, oh, look at that, he got unbanned because he tipped or whatever. No, he got unbanned because he sat outside the stream for a month, hopefully learned his lesson, and actually apologized for what he had done. That's why he was unbanned. All right? So, and by the way, he's well aware that if he acts up, he's going to get in trouble. All right? He's well aware of that. Elo Shingad resell for 11 months, and thanks for the daily streams you put out. Really helps take my mind off of the BS going on in the world, and that is exactly my intention here. Today, we all need to get our minds taken off of the BS that's going on in the world. We seriously need to stop thinking about the crap, because it is some major crap going on in the world right now, and we just need to relax and not think about it. We have too much. Everywhere you go, you're being inundated with it everywhere else, so let's have fun on this stream that has nothing to do with that. Jethro's Main, cheers. If you got to put your pre-stream on just chatting again. Gee, thanks, Jethro's Main. If you say that again, I'm going to ban you, because I've had enough of your bullshit. You think it's funny? It's not. It's just fucking annoying at this point, and if you ever say that again, you won't be here to say it a third time. All right? Fair enough? All right. Now, folks, let's get to shout-outs. For those who have contributed so far this week, keep in mind the week is very young. This is the first day back from my break. We got 5 days left in the streaming week, okay? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to those who've cheered so far this week. Here's the top 10. In 10th place, we've got Cyber Shadow 248. We got a tie for 8th place between 3 people. We got Crash Bandicooper, RPG Fan 32, and Spartan King. Then we got a tie for 5th place between Henry and Phantasy Star PG. In 4th place, it's Golden Colts. 3rd place, Ninstar Rune. Actually, it's a tie for 2nd place between Ninstar Rune and Hygienic Streamer Tips. And in 1st place so far, cheering this week, Rob on Wheels. So thank you guys for that. Also, thank you to those who've gifted subscriptions to the channel so far this week. We got Beast Bod, Big D's, and Not Elon Just, who all gifted a single sub. And then we've got Dr. Tony Huge, and Ultimate Cloud 7 have both gifted 2 subscriptions to the channel. Thank you guys for that. Timbo Slice just cheers. So I got a call from GameStop today saying both my Xbox and PS5 have arrived. They're in store and ready for first day or launch day pickup. Good stuff. I think next gen is 6 days away. Well, not really. The Xbox Series X launch is 6 days away, but next gen isn't. What are you going to be playing next gen on your Xbox Series X exactly? Nothing, because there are no next gen games for Xbox Series X. It's literally a console right now to play old games. Upscaled old games. That's not next gen. Alright? The next gen starts on the 12th when PS5 comes out and you can actually play next gen exclusives. So as much as Microsoft wants to spin it, it ain't true. It's a bunch of bullshit. Okay? And I'm not trying to hate on the Xbox Series X. I think that ultimately both consoles are going to be good this next generation, but you can't lie and say that that's next gen. It's not. You're going to be playing old games on it. There is absolutely no fucking new games for the damn thing. 0. Okay? Okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. Okay. Tibble says shoot again. He says Assassin's Creed and what PS5 is next gen, an old remake, all others are built on PS4. What? 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 Ripley Atomic, thank you for the 500-bit cheer. He says, can I have the top cheer for today? Well, of course you can, because you are the top cheerer. So, indeed, Ripley Atomic, I appreciate that. Okay. All right, good stuff. And, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a break. I got to use the bathroom. All right, when I come back, is the Dark Pictures Anthology, Little Hope, the alternate choices run. This should be neat. Trying to pick out the alternate choices and see how they affect things. I'm going to go for pretty much the complete opposite of what I did in the first run. The exception being I have to actually successfully do the quick times. If I don't, the characters will die early and making my ultimate choices a moot point because they'll all die by the end, right? So, excuse me. Let us have some fun after the break. All right, thank you guys. I'll be back shortly with some gameplay. But in the meantime, enjoy some music, and I'll see you in a bit. Thanks.